So for $1,000, you get a 60-minute phone call with her one-on-one for $1,000. I'm sorry, what? Charging people $1,000 for a phone call with you. What makes you an expert? They know that they are making money off of hardworking people who will never see a dime of that, so they have to throw their morals out in order to make that seem okay in their heads as they jump into their $200,000 cars and live in their $1 million mansions. If network marketing was so great, why did this person leave it? I'm genuinely confused. If you've ever noticed multi-level marketing representatives selling these new coaching programs to help others recruit, you're not imagining it. This is not innovation. It's a predictable pattern that happens when a system stops working for majority of people. Hi, my name is Heather. I'm a stay-at-home mom who posts anti-MLM and anti-scam content here on YouTube. If you've never seen me before, it's probably because I'm very, very new to this. I want to start off by asking you something very important. Did you know you have a better chance of spotting the elusive Bigfoot than you do making money in an MLM business opportunity? Whether or not you already knew that, I want to formally welcome you to the Sasquatch Receipt Society. Around here, we don't believe in the hype, magic money, and we definitely do not believe in income claims without receipts. Let's get into it. An MLM, multi-level marketing company, network marketing company, direct selling company, is a company who runs off of a business model that is based in recruitment. They sprinkle in product sales here and there in an attempt to legitimize their business structure. They perform eerily similar to pyramid schemes, which is why the anti-MLM movement is growing more and more by the day. The people in these MLMs are often referred to as representatives, and the top earners of these companies climbed their way to the top by recruiting others and joining at the perfect time, which is usually at conception of the company, or if they joined a little bit later, they joined with an already established Instagram or other social media following, and their followers joined the company with them, skyrocketing them to the very tip top of the pyramid. The newer recruits, or the people at the very bottom of these business structures, are scammed and taken advantage of on a daily basis by being sold empty promises, like that they'll be starting their own business, or they'll be able to retire their husband or quit their 9-to-5 and become stay-at-home moms. I call them empty promises because that's actually what they are for more than 90% of the people who join a multi-level marketing company. You are not starting your own business. You are signing up to pay a company to be a salesperson for them without the guarantee of ever being compensated for your hard work, time, and dedication. If you look up the income disclosure statements for any of these companies that release one, you'll be hit in the face with very, very, very dismal numbers. For example, for the multi-level marketing company called Plexus, in 2024, the average earnings for their brand ambassadors was only $742 before expenses. In the company Arbonne, the average annual earning for 82.9% of their representatives was $226 in 2024. And just to really drive this point home, let's look at one more company. In the company Amari, the average annual income from May 2021 to April 2022 for all of their members was only $538.61. I don't know about you, but those kind of numbers do not seem like the kind of income that will allow you to have financial freedom and retire your husband and stay at home with your kids. The top few percent of each of the companies are who I refer to as the top earners because they are the only ones who make a livable wage. And even at that, most of the time, that is less than a full percent of the people making a livable wage in these companies. They do this by making a commission off of the sales of those they have recruited and earning recruitment-based bonuses. Because there are only so many people that can actually be recruited into these multi-level marketing companies, and that number has even gone down in the last few years because of the anti-MLM community, these top earners are looking for different streams of revenue because they're realizing their customer base and their recruitment pool is decreasing as each year passes. They've grown so accustomed to living these very lavish and luxurious lifestyles that they are fighting tooth and nail to be able to keep this type of living up. This is where the topic of this video comes into play. These higher ranking representatives of these multi-level marketing companies are turning to online coaching as a way of earning income. They are offering things like recruitment coaching, mindset coaching, content strategy programs, and business mentorship programs for these lower ranking representatives of network marketing companies. And they're not offering these for free. If you want to learn or take part in these programs that these top earners are offering, you have to pay. And let's just say the prices are not cheap or affordable. These coaching programs are sold outside of the official multi-level marketing business structure. And their target audiences seem to be those who are struggling to recruit and rank up in these companies. These programs are usually marketed as optional support and not a required thing by the company itself. As I mentioned, the number of people you can recruit is steadily declining as the years go on because of a thing called market saturation. MLM market saturation happens when there are more sellers than there are customers or potential recruits, making it mathematically impossible for the participants and multi-level marketing companies to succeed 100% across the board. That's why there are very, very small percentages of people who are successful in these companies. Too many people are selling the same thing to the same people in the same place. Unlike traditional businesses, multi-level marketing companies don't only need new customers, they also need new sellers. Every representative is encouraged to recruit. Every new recruit is encouraged to recruit. This creates exponential growth, not linear growth, and that is not sustainable. It works for a brief period and then it completely collapses. A simple example would be you recruit 5 people, and then they recruit 5 people, and then those people recruit 5 people. In just a few cycles, you exceed the population of a city, a state, the entire nation. The model assumes infinite amount of people in a very finite world. That is market saturation. So these top earners realize there are less and less people to recruit and sell to, so they have to pivot. Hence, the coaching programs, a ton of them are selling now on social media. Let's take a look at one of these programs just so you can get a good idea on what they are trying to get people to spend their hard-earned money on. The Network Marketers Boot Camp. In Australia, this costs $800. And in US dollars, that's roughly like $553. Not cheap by any means. You've seen my result. You've seen me grow to the top 0.5% of the network marketing profession. You've seen me build in company record times, break customer and team acquisition numbers across the Southern Hemisphere in my company, and average 50 to 60 customers a month and 30 to 40 team. So meaning she gained 50 to 60 customers and then she recruited 30 to 40 people onto her team. You've then followed my clients' journeys as they've coached with me in the toolkit. You've seen them create upwards of 20K commission months, completely rebrand and build out lead generation systems from the ground up and scale their businesses tenfold. Now we take this to the next level. Welcome to the Network Marketing Bootcamp. This 4-session bootcamp is a virtual series covering Session 1, building your network marketing brand with your company. Section 2, Facebook group network marketing leads funnel formation. Section 3, scaling your sales in the DMs. Session 4, your ultimate 100K game plan. Now, I want to read the components of this session because I think they're quite interesting. Identifying your key levers, creating your business plan and reverse engineering strategy, sales formulas for lead generation, doubling your income formula, identifying and emulating your expanders, year to month to week to day activity planning, your ultimate celebration formula. For each session, you will find a thorough funnel plug and play system with script and content examples to plug directly into your network marketing business for implementation. So one thing that I do notice about this is there's a few typos. If you are charging people upwards of $550 US and $800 in Australia, wouldn't you think you would double check for typos before you publish this? This is what I mean, like these people are not professional business experts. They're just not. They are everyday people who joined a multi-level marketing company at the right exact time or with an already established following and then rose to the top. Not because they're some sales genius or business genius or they have the magic answer. It's timing. It's all timing how these people become successful or not in these multi-level marketing companies. And I think this is crazy that this is not even very professional and she's charging this much money for it. This is the same throughout all of them. She has another page that kind of goes over like about her and why she started this program, and I'm not going to read all of that here because it's just a lot. But then I want you to see at the very end, after you go and you see what you get in each of these sessions for 800 Australian dollars and 550 US dollars, just her talking to you and telling you social media advice that you can find for free on social media. She wants your first and last name, your email, your billing country, and then she wants you to pay right away. I guess some of these you could schedule like a consultation call before you go and purchase it. So it's just sad that they're preying on the people who are thinking that it's their fault that they're not succeeding in these companies when the company was never designed to allow them to succeed. Here's another one called the Magnetic Messaging Makeover, and it is $999. Why not just make it $1,000? Like, that's not the point, but I just don't understand why people do this. Like, $999 does not seem any cheaper than just writing $1,000, but anyway. And this one says, you might need this if you've got the expertise and offer, but every time you try to explain it, you lose people. You've taken copy courses, listened to marketing podcasts, and still feel stuck. You're tired of the I help statement that gets no engagement. You know your content isn't converting because your messaging is muddy. For $1,000, what you get? A 60-minute Zoom call with me. Just you and me. No fluff, no filter. Messaging audit. We look at what's currently working and what's confusing your people. Full call recording to revisit anytime. Optional add-on, 3 days of follow-up Voxer support. So for $1,000, you get a 60-minute phone call with her one-on-one for $1,000. I'm sorry, what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Charging people $1,000 for a phone call with you. What makes you an expert? Is it that you joined at the correct time? You joined your multi-level marketing company at the correct time? Or was it that you joined with a massive following that you had already established? I'm confused. I'm genuinely confused. And then this is the outcome that they promise you. Leave with messaging that's clear, confident, and capable of converting. A powerful, who are you? Who you help? And why it matters sentence that you can use on your site, in your bio, in reels, etc. Immediate clarity on what to post, say, and share next to attract aligned buyers for $1,000. And then the 3-day add-on that you thought maybe might be included in this $1,000 phone call price is actually another $250. Add 3 days of Voxer support after you call for just $250. That's it? Well, actually, I think I'm going to take my $250 and go to HEB and get my family's groceries for a week. That's what I'm going to do with my $250. I don't know about you. Seems like a better use of $250. That's not like $25. Even $25 seems like a lot. $25 to me 2 years ago would seem like $250. Like, that's crazy. So why are these coaching programs and this one-on-one coaching sessions such a huge issue for the other representatives in these multi-level marketing companies? Other than they just promote multi-level marketing companies at a baseline, that's problematic. The reason why I think they're super predatory is that they prey on the weakest of the recruits, the people at the bottom, the lowest ranking people, the people who are being scammed on a daily basis. The majority of the people in these multi-level marketing companies who are making less than $1,000 annually on a good day. How do they do this? Well, I'll tell you. They definitely monetize struggle. The people who are not recruiting and not selling as much as the top earners are being told that they're not working hard enough, that they don't know how to talk to people. What they're selling is good, but they don't know how to sell it. They lack the right mindset. Therefore, they need more and better training than what they're currently getting from their upline. They frame the failure of not being able to sell or recruit as a personality flaw of that specific individual, and they have the magic solution for just a small fee of $999. They can teach you all of their recruitment tactics, all of their selling tactics, and it's not hard to imagine that these newer recruits who are at the bottom, who are not seeing their own businesses take off like they were promised they would, they start to blame themselves. If you are not succeeding in something, your first thought is going to be that it's your fault, that you're the one to blame. They're not going to realize that it's the entire business model who is to blame. So they begin to fall for these selling tactics by these top earners saying, hey, I can teach you what I did and you can do the same thing. But the reality is you'll never be able to do the same thing. You just won't. It's statistically impossible for you to do the same thing that the top 0.1% of your MLM company did. It's just not going to happen. The top earners and the CEOs of these companies are so good at narrative spinning, information control, and even gaslighting, as long as it means they keep lining their own pockets. The top two things that I've seen in my history of researching MLMs is the gaslighting that involves love bombing and financial promises that are not actually realistic. And people fall for it every single day. And it's not even just in MLM companies. Think about predators. How do they achieve close relationship with someone that they want to prey on? Love bombing and narrative spinning and isolation. And you see a lot of these things in recruitment tactics and selling tactics by the CEOs and top earners of multi-level marketing companies. It's very, very predatory. They can talk these new recruits into doing a lot of things that they normally probably wouldn't do once they've got them committed to starting their own business. Nobody wants to fail. No business owner wants to fail. If you wholeheartedly go into a business opportunity thinking that you are becoming a business owner, you are going to do everything in your power that you think will help you to succeed. Your goal is not to fail. That is why so many people buy into these coaching programs. The second reason this is very predatory to those at the bottom ranks of the pyramid in these multi-level marketing companies is it's just another financial burden put on them. All MLM reps already have to pay the fees that come with joining. Some of them have auto ship fees, and then 100% of the time you are told you don't have to buy product, but how are you going to sell something if you don't buy it? So you have already got your monthly fees, auto ship fees to these companies, your startup costs to buying product that you can test and sell, and now they're also being asked to pay hundreds, sometimes even thousands of dollars on these coaching programs and one-on-one sessions that, quite frankly, you can find this information for free on the internet in other places. All while the top earners who are offering these life-changing, these business advancing programs are making bank not only off of these programs, but off of the commissions from their downline and the recruitment-based bonuses that they're already making. It's sick and it's twisted, and it shows a very accurate depiction of the greed that goes on at the top of these companies. The same people who benefit the most out of this business model are now asking the people who are struggling to pay more money to simply try to survive in this business model. The last reason why I feel these coaching programs and one-on-one sessions are just so gross is because the network marketing industry steers the blame completely away from the business model that is the cause of all of the issues and places it on the individuals who are not succeeding in the business model. Coaching implies that the system works when it actually does not for the vast majority of people who are in it. They never touch on the core issues of the network marketing or multi-level marketing business structure, the market saturation, the impossible math of endless recruiting, and the compensation plans that lead to very, very, very bleak income disclosure statements. I saw this reel on another Instagram account of an MLM hun turned life/business coach, and I wanted to show it to you. The text on the screen says, "Thank God you left network marketing. MLMs are such a scam," and it's in quotations, meaning this is what a hater says. And then she says underneath, "God forbid I continue to support the industry that changed my life and gives women a way to make money while learning about personal branding, marketing, and leadership." Gives women a way to make money. Don't you mean lose money and self-respect? For about 90% of the women who join? Yeah, that's what I thought. Now I want to read the caption. And the caption says, "If you're in network marketing, you go, girl. I know fighting the MLM stigma is exhausting and demoralizing at times. Don't let the haters keep you from pursuing something that has the ability to bless you and your family. I was in network marketing for the past decade, and although I am no longer in the industry, I've since pivoted to my own coaching and digital marketing business. I still love and support all of my fellow network marketing sisters out there doing their thing." The reason why it seems demoralizing and exhausting to defend this business model is because you're defending a business model that inherently scams and takes advantage of people every single day. And the top earners and the CEOs of these companies know exactly how the business model works. So in order to make themselves feel better, they have to throw out their morals, which is why it seems demoralizing. They know that they are making money off of hardworking people who will never see a dime time of that, so they have to throw their morals out in order to make that seem okay in their heads as they jump into their $200,000 cars and live in their $1 million mansions, while the rest of the people in the pyramid are actually struggling living day-to-day normal lives. I'm sorry if that sounded harsh, but because it's just so gross to me that people knowingly con others and then they just sleep perfectly fine at night after doing that with their shampoo cars in the driveway. Meanwhile, the people at the bottom are being used as stepping stones to success for somebody else while they are breaking their backs trying to recruit people and sell to no avail in order to be stay-at-home moms or retire their husband or have financial freedom, because that is what they were promised. And they look at themselves and say, hey, I'm not able to retire my husband. I'm not able to quit my 9-to-5. I'm not able to earn the shampoo car or whatever other bonus that is in these companies. It must be a me problem. I must be a failure. The business model is sound. Everyone keeps telling me the business model is sound, so it must be me. But no matter how hard they work, they will never get to the top of these companies that they are promised to get to, because the network marketing business model is designed to keep those at the bottom, while the top 1% who got lucky at joining at conception of the company just sit back and line their pockets. If network marketing was so great, why did this person leave it? Why did she leave network marketing and start her own business coaching programs? I don't know which MLM this person was in, and even if I did know, I probably wouldn't say, because I like to keep things a little bit private for these people, just because my intention is not to attack an individual, just like the whole business structure as a whole. But as far as I can see, it seems like she made it to the top of whatever company she was in, which is the only way I could see her even being successful and being a coach or getting sales, because if you're not at the top of the company, why would anybody want your advice anyway? But I just still have that nagging question. If the network marketing business structure is so profitable, why'd you leave it? I love looking at the comments of these types of things because they're quite entertaining. She says to type "coach me" to learn more about her one-on-one sessions. So let's see if the people commenting are actually interested in this. Like, is this generating any kind of business for her? So far, all I'm seeing are other comments by other coaches or other MLM representatives encouraging her and agreeing with her. I don't see anyone inquiring about this one-on-one session or her coaching mentorship. I did find this absolute gem of a comment though, and I have to share it because I love it. It is great. It says, coaching is the new MLM. It just replaces the product with experience. No governance, no oversight, no accountability. Sorry, but scammers gonna scam. Say it louder, sis. I mean, I can just close my laptop and stop recording because that comment said literally everything. Everything I'm talking about is just wrapped up in that one amazing, outstanding, hilarious comment. Hilarious but true. So network marketing coaching is not the same thing as normal business coaching. Traditional coaching is not dependent on recruitment or teaching others how to recruit. It does not require you to pay a company to become a salesperson for them without the guarantee of compensation. And normal business coaching does not profit from your position in a hierarchy. Network marketing coaching obviously only works inside of the network marketing universe. It encourages an even deeper buy-in and commitment into these scammy businesses that follow a business structure designed to keep you down and struggling. And network marketing coaching often reinforces the need for recruitment and the pressure put on people to recruit. While the coaching itself isn't inherently harmful, its use within the multi-level marketing ecosystem raises ethical questions, obviously. At a certain point, people aren't buying coaching to succeed. They're buying it to avoid having to say that the system failed them. Obviously, nobody wants to fail. And these people have been told if you do fail, it's because you didn't work hard enough. You're just unmotivated and lazy and lack the correct mindset. Would you want to be labeled as that? Because I would not. And I'm just going to flat out say it. If making money in this business requires you to buy multiple layers of training from people already making money off of you, you really do have a better chance of spotting Bigfoot than making money in these MLM business opportunities. This video is not about shaming those people who are trying to make this business model work by buying these coaching programs. That is not my intent at all. Those are the people who are being preyed on and scammed and lied to. This video, and my entire channel for that matter, it's about realizing when a system survives solely based on extracting more and more from the people who have the least to give. I want to know your thoughts on this topic, so leave some comments down below. I love how I've been getting to talk to a lot of you more lately, and how our Sasquatch Receipt Society is steadily growing. I'm up over 200 subscribers at this point. I think I have like 204 at the time I'm filming this video, which is absolutely mind-blowing. I know to a lot of people 200 is like nothing, but to me it is a very big deal, and I really want to thank you for that. Thank you for all of the comments and the likes and the advice you've been giving me. I've really been taking it to heart. If you ever want to send a screenshot or a screen recording of something that you've seen on social media or your own MLM story, please feel free to email me. Down in the description below, you'll find that I have made an email account strictly for that purpose. That's all I have for this one. If you liked this video, I have an entire anti-MLM playlist. I don't have a ton of videos yet because, like I said, I am pretty new to this, but I'm confident that if you enjoyed this video, you'll find something that you enjoy in that playlist as well. I also have a couple playlists that are more narrowed down. One is the MLM disasters video, where I just debunk and go over weird things that these MLM representatives say on their social media platforms. And then the other playlist is called the MLM files, where I take a closer look under the microscopic lens of truth seeking and logical thinking into these various multi-level marketing companies. The last one I did was about Young Living, and as far as I know, there's still no update about Young Living, whether or not they're actually going to shut down. I'm kind of leaning towards thinking that the email was fraudulent, but we still haven't heard an update from Hannah Alonso either about why her video got taken down. So hopefully more updates and more info will come out about that situation. Hi, Editing Heather. We did get an update from Hannah Alonso. She posted like a 33-second video of just saying that her video was wrong and that the email was fraudulent, and it was clearly something that she was forced to do by Young Living, because you can just see in her face she is not happy about doing it, and she had a sly little smirk in some parts of that video. So yeah, and she's uploaded a new video since then, but I haven't watched it yet. But yeah, that's the update for that. Please consider subscribing to join the Sasquatch Receipt Society. We would love to have you. Please share with me any weird or strange things that you see on social media lately to that email address down in the description. And remember, your time is valuable. Your worth is very real, and you do not need a downline to prove that. Later, Squatches. See you next time.